God. Get some time to myself. Do a little bit of sketching. Batmobile. Fine.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to We Can Fix It, to where if we work together we can fix just about anything. My name's Danny, behind the camera's John. Say hi, John.
Hi, John.
That's good. And today on We Can Fix It, we're back on the Batmobile. Now this portion of it, I'm going to just show it to you. I would kind of go step by step with you in it, but if you want to see that, kind of go back to one of my previous videos when I was fiberglassing. I started fiberglassing this portion right here, and this portion back here on the back, and that little bit of a portion right there on the bottom. And essentially what we're doing is we're just giving it rigidity, and all it is mixing the fiberglass, laying the fiberglass down, getting the air bubbles out, and then going to the next portion of the panel and just continuing after that. Sometimes you can take cardboard, is what I did right here, and back something, and then you can fiberglass it, but you have to get the cardboard back off of it because it will delaminate, because it isn't, fiberglass. It doesn't bond. So I've removed some of these panels so that way we can start working on these, and hopefully we can get everything going. I don't know if this is actually dried yet. Let's see. Nope, not dried yet. But that's pretty much it for fiberglassing. I don't want to bore you with fiberglassing today because, like I said, it's just continuously the same thing over and over again. And this is going to be the same way for a few episodes, because we have to do all this fiberglassing in order to get this thing rigid enough to put it together. If we don't do the fiberglassing, just stay right there. If we don't do fiberglassing, and see how flimsy that is, if I go to pick this thing up and maneuver it around without all of this put in, all of the pieces still in it, it will break, it'll crack, and it'll fall apart. So we need to back it. So as you can see how this one is loose, this right here is not. It does not want to move. It wants to move the whole entire panel. So, but essentially we're going from this to that. So, being that we've gotten done with this, and I kind of gave you a little explanation, and unfortunately it isn't kind of like one of them videos where, hey, we're building a Batmobile, there's the Batmobile. It's not going to be like that. But we do have more on this episode. We're going to be putting some more parts together for the passenger side quarter panel, and we're going to be working on the race car chassis. So within this episode and the next episode, there will be a great deal difference in the chassis, because we will be removing a whole bunch on the chassis. So without further ado, let's get to the 3D prints. Alrighty, so as you can see there, I'm printing out one of the panels. Now in the on the actual toy car that you're supposed to make off of this kit, that little round piece on the panel was where kind of like a lineup pin, and I'm not going to use that, so we're not going to fiberglass across that. But this is the beginning of the of the passenger side quarter panel. This was all completed with my Elegoo, which they're not a sponsor, and I'd like them to be a sponsor if they're listening, because these printers, Elegoo is one of my favorite. But the parts kind of come together pretty quick because they're bigger, because I can print them off bigger with this Elegoo than I can with my Ender 3. And so what my son is doing here is, pardon me, I had to yawn. But what my son's doing here is, he calls it stamping, but what it is plastic welding. And we're not trying to weld all the way across the panel, because we're going to be removing it after we fiberglass. So it only needs to be put together good enough. And you can see there, he's just easing across it so that way he doesn't melt right through it. And you can kind of see one of the little welds right there on the top left. And you don't want to weld on the mating surfaces. We learned that on the first quarter panel. I got the yawns today for some reason. Anyway, we learned that on the first quarter panel because when we would run a bead of plastic weld completely across, it made it very difficult to get back apart. And then if we accidentally welded in the kind of in the area where the next panel was going to mate to, it really screwed up. We had to cut all that back out, and then we had to mate the other piece up to it before it would sit flush. And we don't really make too much progress today on this panel, but we make a good enough amount of progress that we can start seeing the shapes. Another thing too that I did was, I have to sit in the Batmobile. If I don't complete it, I'm still going to sit in it. So we put it all on the car and I sat in the Batmobile. We don't have video of that, unfortunately. Alright, look at how much we were able to get on in just 1 week. We've already got the vent. We've already got the porthole, or that's what I call it, is a porthole. It's just a little window that goes right here. Most of the front is done. All of this gets hooked up to the other portion, and it goes back from there. Ooh, we are getting ready. I'm getting happy. Good. All right. Here we go. Safety. Boom. This weekend, John, I'm going to be working on that plate right there on the bottom of the Batmobile to make sure it's in line, all that good stuff. Alrighty. So next, we're going to hit this one, hit that one, hit the back one on the other side. Right. Here we go. Maybe this thing will do all of them. I don't know. It stuck me. Alright. You go on the other side, get the back one, and then I'll get this one. Be easier to jump in it. There we go. Hot dag. Alrighty. Ooh-wee. Now we're gonna get that bottom one, hopefully. Alright, fat man in a little car. Come on. Ah! Here we go.
What, hold it?
Awesome.
Where's this going?
Put it up under the chassis. We'll get the rest of that when we change the blade.
We can just hit it.
Alright, here we go.
Not getting me. Looks like it's getting you though.
Huh?
It's not getting me. Looks like it's getting you though.
You're getting me. I don't like that wheel, man. I don't. Okay. That might be most of it.
Ugh.
Yep.
Excuse me, excuse me.
Okay. Now see right here, I don't mind.
Oh.
So I'm saying,
What if you just grab it and pull it?
that ain't gonna work.
Oh.
Just weld it all the way across. We're gonna take the top plate off first, and that should take these off.
Alright.
Then we'll be able to get a little more access to these. Cut them out if need be.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I'll be able to now break it off.
There it goes. Probably twist it.
Beep beep. Turn it off. Okay. Alright, I should cut it away. Alright, now I need my glasses. They're over there. I'm gonna get my glasses.
I can't see without his glasses. Actually, he won't be able to see if he doesn't wear his glasses.
Ding ding. It's welded to this. I'll have to cut that. And that will be it. Okay. This is how men do it right here, With a crappy blade, because it's the last one.
You gotta make it work.
You gotta make it work, buddy. This is the last pole with the last blade that's wore out.
So it's the last straw.
It's the last straw. Plus, this thing's getting hot. But
So are you.
I'm making it work. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. You know you're working hard when you don't know if the metal that's coming off of it is off the blade or off the part.
They could be off either.
You know it's all wore out then.
Yeah.
How far am I? Am I starting to go through? I'm starting to go
A
through.
little bit, yeah, a little bit at a time. I can see it just slowly sliding as it.
Ah!
Oof.
Well, it's not done yet. Ah!
Dang it.
I do despise this stupid thing, you know? Because what it does, I need pliers now. Should be some in there somewhere.
Working your way now.
Almost through.
Yep.
A little bit more.
Yep.
Holy crap! It's a holy crap!
What was it? Not a little bit more?
Arm's getting sore.
Oh, he's gonna say numb. There you go.
Woohoo!
You sound like Homer Simpson. So now you gotta make that tiny cut.
Huh?
You make that tiny cut.
Yeah, I gotta make this cut, and then we gotta start putting stuff under here and see if we can't pick it up. We should be able to start moving it.
Oh, with leverage?
Yeah, with leverage. That's cut through. These two are cut through, I believe.
I'd say we start on the other side. Yeah, that side over there.
That's the side that's easier.
Yeah, so we start
Let me
over
make
there.
sure this is cut through. It is. Let me make sure that one is. I want to say that one is. Hoorah!
Now it's time to pull it up. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, pull it down. You get loose.
Yeah, chewy. Little tight thing, little Allen. Change the blade. Change the blade. Holy crap. Yeah. Alrighty. Not. Ah. Billy! Alright, give me the gloves and the death wheel. Put this back up. Thank you. Alrighty. Try something.
Okay.
I alter the deal. Pray I do not alter it. Awesome. Right. So, give me that little Allen wrench again. Now I would like to say, out of all of this work, every bit of this work, and what I'm cutting through right now, which I thought was the very last thing that I would have to cut through in order to get this frame off this car. I thought these race cars were shabbily made, but apparently not. These chassis are just so strong. And as you can see here, I cut all of that stuff, and this is what I get for it. There's my son. He's one-handed, just takes and peels away part of the body because it's, like I said, it's just not. It's flimsy. It's not rigid at all. But the roll cage is, and this is about as far as I could get it to come up after I finally got all my cuts done. About that far. Yep. So, good news is we finally got it off, but we had to do a lot more cutting. It was hanging up on some of the cut pieces of metal that I missed out on, so we just recut them and the roll cage come out. The next episode, we're going to be taking this car the rest of the way apart as far down as I wanted it to go. And we cut it in half, but I'm not going to videotape that, or let me just rephrase that. I didn't videotape that because I was stupid and lazy and I didn't even think about it. So until next time, just remember, if we work together, we can fix just about anything. or in this case, tear it up.